Brain structure. This part talks briefly about the nervous system and parts of brain. Details about each part would be discussed in Part 2. Throughout history, the brain has evolved in animals. This evolution has provided proper control, coordination, and the ability to show quicker response to internal and external stimuli. To maintain this control and coordination, there are two types of coordination present. First being the nervous coordination. In this type, the impulses are sent through electrical signals. Due to this electrical signals, the activity performed is immediate and fast. While the other type of coordination is hormonal. In this, the signals are sent through hormones, which are produced by different endocrine glands. This is a slower process but is long-lasting. The nervous system in animal kingdom shows a great variety, as it has evolved from nerve net in hydra, to ganglionated nervous system in earthworm, to brain and nerve cord in cockroaches. Among other animals, humans have also evolved, and show unique activities which is solely due to the presence of superior brain. Human nervous system. It is made up of three parts. The central nervous system, which includes brain and spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system, which includes all the cranial and spinal nerves. And the autonomous nervous system, which consists of sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Central nervous system consists of the brain and spinal cord. Both of these are covered and protected by meninges. CNS is derived from embryonic ectoderm. The meninges is further divided into three layers: the dura mater, arachnoid mater, and pia mater. The word mater in Latin means mother. Thus dura mater is literally translated to as hard mother. It is the outermost, brown, tough, and fibrous layer of meninges. As it is the outermost layer, it is in close contact with the cranium. It also helps to protect the brain from bruises and bumps. The next layer is arachnoid mater. The word arachnoid in Greek means spider. It is named so as this layer shows a spider web appearance. This layer is the middle layer, and is thin and vascular. It is closely attached to the CNS, and is formed by reticular connective tissue. And it helps by providing nutrition to the brain. The last and the innermost meninges is pia mater. As it is the innermost layer, it is closely attached to the CNS. The word pia in Latin means tender, or soft. This layer is thin, transparent, delicate, and highly vascular, and thus is nutritive in function. There is space present between dura and arachnoid mater. This space is known as the subdural space. This is filled with serous fluid. There is another space present between arachnoid mater and pia mater. This space is known as the subarachnoid space, and this is filled with CSF, that is the cerebrospinal fluid. Now, what is cerebrospinal fluid? CSF is a lymph-like, watery, alkaline fluid. It is present in spaces of meninges, cavities of brain, and spinal cord. And it is secreted by anterior and posterior choroid plexus, and ependymal cells. The normal CSF volume in an adult is 120 milliliters. There are different functions performed by CSF. Some of these are exchange of oxygen, carbon dioxide, food material, and excretory material between nervous tissue and blood. It maintains temperature and constant CNS pressure. It also acts as a shock absorber. CSF keeps CNS moist, and prevents desiccation of brain and spinal cord. Thus, CSF is nutritive, protective, and excretory in function. Now, inflammation of any of the layers of meninges is known as meningitis. It is a disease, and can be caused by any viral infection, or bacterial infection, or by inflammation or injury to meninges. This can also be caused by abnormal increase of CSF volume. Now let's know about human brain. Human brain is the uppermost and largest part of the CNS. It is soft, whitish, jelly-like, and is enclosed in cranium. Brain is formed by about 300,000 million neurons. It grows rapidly up to 6 years, and stops at about 20 years. The normal weight of a human brain is about 1,300 to 1,400 grams, and normal volume is about 1,300 to 1,500 cc. The human brain is divided into 3 parts: the forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. All of these parts are further divided. The forebrain or the prosencephalon is divided into 3 parts: rhinencephalon, which is also known as olfactory lobes, telencephalon, also known as cerebrum, and thalamencephalon, that is also known as diencephalon. The midbrain or the mesencephalon is divided into corpora quadrigemina, that is the optic lobes, and cerebral peduncle, also known as crura cerebri. The hindbrain or the rhomencephalon is also divided into 3 parts: cerebellum, pons verili, and medulla oblongata. This completes the basics of brain structure. The next part will talk about each part of brain in detail.